How do I define hope? Hope for me is the ability or like a feeling that something good will happen or like something better will come our way.
The way I define hope is just something to look forward to. Um, it could be, let's say, you want a family, or you want to have a mansion, or you want to buy a dog in the next 5 years that you're looking forward to. Hope is everything we do every day for.
How do I define resilience? Resilience is the ability to adapt to situation, maybe like um, relationship issues, family issues, financial, or like things that we experience um, day by day that challenges us to really come up that we can do it, like we can surpass or like we can approach those things and come up with a better ending.
The way I define resilience is um, just having the strength to, you know, punch all the problems that comes into your life and still keep going. If you look at New Yorkers in general, I feel like that would be the best example of resilient people I could give you. Just looking at New Yorkers, they're working 2 jobs, going to school, taking care of kids. So yeah, I would say if you look at New Yorkers in general, you would see what resilience stands for.
The most resilient person that I know is, of course, my mom. Why? Because growing up, it's mostly her that I look up to. She was the one who taught me to be able to fix electrical problems at home, like all those things that I need to do in regards to like a broken table, a broken chair, a cabinet, and all those stuff. And then as I grew older, seeing her being able to surpass the challenges that we experience, not really realizing that it's going to be hard for her to support us 5 kids financially. Um, Also together with my father, but it's mostly her that I see, struggling. I see her every day trying to like wash the laundry, do the laundry, wash dishes, clean the house, make sure um, she's she's able to like provide for us not just financially, but also make sure to make us happy when we're at home. Um, I always look up to her with regards to the challenges that she experiences, not just with us, like with how we talk to her when we were young, or like we show her our like sadness or anger every time we don't get what we want. Well, back when we were kids, how she's able to cope up, not really trying to show us um, the like her crying or like her um, not being able to do the stuff that or things that she wants us to have, and she tries to be like the best mom that she could. And I'm always like looking up to her with all those things, challenges that she faced on like with her relationship with her siblings and her family back then, and how she's able to like be a better person just by itself, showing other people that um, goodness will always be the winner in whatever we do in life. Yeah.
The most resilient person, of course, if you ask me, my biggest example would be someone from my own family. I've seen my father. He was born in a very small village back home, um, and he wanted to write. He wanted to write poems or songs. He didn't think of it much, but he just kept writing in classrooms, different songs, and then he moved to the city with hope for getting his music somewhere. So he started approaching people, giving his lyrics to people, and there were so many setbacks or so many challenges in the way. It could be because he's someone that works in the media. There's always people talking, saying different things. There's a bunch of opinions that people are gonna have about you, but my father showed me what being resilient means by, let's say, I don't want to say not listening. He listened. It affected him, but I've seen him so many times still going through it or still looking over it, and even telling us sometimes that, like, I would be like, Baba, like, this thing happened to you, and I would be crying. I would be like, I'm so sorry this happened to you, because a lot of people know him, so they talk. And he would just be like, it's okay, don't worry, it'll be fine. And then he just gets on to the next thing. And he's been successful so far. So I would say my dad is definitely a great example of a resilient person for me.
I'm hopeful for goodness in everything that we do in our lives. I would say it's something that we do. We try to like think about if we want to do it, but it should be something that we automatically do, even if we experience negative or bad things. We should give other people, may it be the ones that we love or like the ones who hate us, the goodness that we can, as much as we can, because it will just give you goodness back 10, 20, 40, 50, 100 times better. So yeah, I'm hopeful for goodness in everything that we do in life.
I'm hopeful for a tiny apartment back home. It can be vintage, it can be a very cheap looking house with very cheap looking floors, but I want a big balcony, and I'm gonna have plants all over it, and there's gonna be a little swing, but it's gonna be like a sofa swing where you can sit on it and just look at the plants or listen to music or feel the wind. And when I'm going through my worst days, I always think of that little apartment that I'm gonna have one day, and it keeps me going. So I'm hopeful for, I want to say I keep that as an example of something to look forward to besides all the other things I want to achieve. But maybe that tiny apartment is something I definitely hope for.